Hi everybody, welcome to another pick a pile reading with Sage Sun Taurus. Today we're going to be looking at what is coming up in the month of May 2022. So for those of you who are new to pick a pile, this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So you can go ahead and pause the video, take time to select which pile you are drawn to if you need to. For those of you that like to choose with crystals, this is clear quartz, this is citrine, and this is amethyst. So again, pause the video if you need to, take a moment to ponder which pile you are drawn to, and then you can go ahead and scroll down to the description to get the timestamp of your pile. Go ahead and click the timestamp and it'll take you right to your reading. I'll see you there. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. We're going to take a look at what's coming up for you in the month of May 2022. You picked this lovely clear quartz point and the Moon Power Tarot. And then I'll go ahead and just start shuffling here on camera. So what is coming up for pile 1 in May 2022? What is coming up for pile 1 in May 2022? What is coming up for pile 1 in May 2022? All right, third time is a charm. I'm going to break it into 3. And we're going to do a Celtic cross. So this is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is the 7 of Cups. And then we have the 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So for the querent, for you, we have Justice. Crossing the querent is the Knight of Cups. I don't have a lot of space, so I'm going to do this a little differently. Up in the querent's mind is Death. The basis of the situation is the Sun. Don't want to go off camera too much. Okay, sorry, my little dogs are snoring back there. Okay, in the past we have Judgment. In the near future, we have the Queen of Wands. Querent's attitudes, Page of Wands. Environment, the Lovers. Wheel of Fortune and hopes and fears. And in the outcome, we have the 8 of Swords. Let's see if we've got any majors coming up. Here's a Fool, 4 in. Just put that like that. And again, the bottom of the deck is the 3 of Wands. Okay. Let's get started, you guys. So, Judgment and Justice. You guys have actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So you guys are going through a lot of changes, a lot of transformation here. A lot of stuff's going on for you, huh? So let's see. So we've got Justice crossed by the the Knight of Cups. These 2 cards here. So it looks like you're like in decision mode about something, and you are trying to be as logical and clear-headed as possible. I feel like this is a very important decision given the amount of major arcana cards here on the table. And I feel like it has something to do with kind of realigning with your highest good and feeling like reconnected to your path, and like things are going in a good direction, like your vibration is raising or rising. And it looks like you've gone through a recent, like almost like a metamorphosis. Like things in your life may have, like you may have been doing like a lot of like rearranging or shadow work or just like deep subconscious cleanup, behavior change, self-reclamation work, whatever it is. But it looks like you're doing some kind of like evaluation of where you've been, where you've come from, where you are now, where you're going, and you're kind of like feeling a little bit like reborn in a sense. Maybe again feeling reconnected to your path and lit up with excitement and passion and joy that comes along with that. So I see that we're making a decision in moving forward in alignment with this path. It looks like it's a creative path, and there is some movement here. So it looks like you kind of want to get things started, put some movement, put some energy into it. The Knight of Cups is not the slowest knight, but he's slower than Swords and Wands. So, I don't see this being like a super quick, like move forward, more of like a well thought out, kind of following your intuition, move forward. I see that it's obviously, it looks like it's related to some sort of creative endeavor, or something related to, it could be romance, but there is like this, either we've received an offering, or maybe we've just received a signal from the universe, but it could be receiving an offering from somebody to make a decision on, to move forward. Or this could just be an offering in general from the universe, a creative offering, and we're making the decision to move forward. And it's going to be a major change. Death here, this is a total transformation, you guys. So, and we know that, like looking at this and evaluating it, we can feel it. We're like, wow, if I proceed in this direction that I'm contemplating, my life is going to completely change. And it's like the end of an era, but in a good way. And I see a lot of growth with it. Like these are all really good cards. And these are really good signals to have here, including the Fool, which was the next major that was coming up after the Eight of Swords. This, again, looks like something brand new, complete transformation. We may feel a little bit out of our comfort zone, like we're going to have our sea legs for a little bit. Sea legs with the water. Funny. Anyway, but it looks like there is something that we are definitely contemplating, and I have a feeling it has to do with a creative pursuit. Brand new, something that's going to bring us a lot of transformation, perhaps more independence, but we will get into that. I'm saying independence because I'm seeing the Queen of Wands here, and she is an independent. She is an independent woman. She is no fool. She's very confident. So let's stay in the present though, and then we'll go into the near future. So we have the Page of Wands and the Lovers here. Again, choices and decisions. So it looks like we've kind of got our eyes like wide open, and we're like super excited about opportunities that are coming up, and maybe feeling like you're ready to get out and conquer the world. Maybe you're feeling like this fresh burst of energy, like a second wind related to this endeavor here. But it just looks like we're really, really excited about things. There's information that we want to discover. So again, I think it's new. I think we're like embarking on something entirely new here. Something where we don't have prior experience. Just because it's a page, and page, there's a little bit of naivete there with the page. And, the page learns about things in a very passionate and excited, lit up way. The suit of fire, the suit of wands is also fire. It's all about manifestation. So it's definitely we have the attitude of like being excited and passionate and like ready to manifest. We're like, okay, I want to see everything there is out there. I want to do everything there is out there, and I want to manifest the hell out of whatever I'm contemplating here. So I love seeing that in the attitudes position. And then in the environment, we have the Lovers. So we're surrounded with a major choice, a major change here. So the decision is yours, obviously, but it looks like it's going to be whatever you choose. I think that if you choose the change here, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, the universe will shine down on you with so much happiness, and like it will completely support you and reinforce you and have your back on this matter. So if you're looking for like validation in regard to that, maybe you're like wondering like, oh my gosh, can I really swing it? Can I really make this happen? What if I, you're like, I see like worries of failure here in the outcome, but I wouldn't be too worried, because it looks like the decision you're making is going to be a really good one for you. And I see that your intention is to have it be a good decision too, with the Wheel of Fortune, in hopes and fears. Like you're like, please, I'm hoping for the best, and I have such a good feeling about this. And this is something like that's just really important to you. I feel like, especially with the amount of major arcana cards here, this is just something that's really beautiful and important and creative endeavor for you, especially with the Queen of Wands here. She is like on fire. She is passionate. She is confident. She goes out there and tackles the world. She is, excellent in business matters, but she's also a great manifester. Just a highly creative and exciting and interesting energy there with the Queen of Wands. So I definitely see contemplating a decision to move forward into this and feeling like infused with this confidence. Like if you make this decision to move forward, you're going to be like, all right, let's do this. And I'm 100% invested, and I'm going to do whatever I can to make this thing come to life. That's exactly the energy that she has there. So again, we have great intentions. The Wheel of Fortune here in hopes and fears signals to me that we are fully intending this to be a move in the right direction, change for the better, a change of luck, and it will be if you're realigning with your highest good in your past, the universe, in your highest good in your path. The universe will shine down on you and will support you in this. So, and you will feel it. You will feel that support. You will feel that confidence inside. And that fire and that excitement. Like it's just, I see like inspiration kind of like coming in from everywhere here. But I do see there are some fears here. And even after we make this decision, there's still something that we need to look at in regard to trusting ourselves and trusting in the universe and the energies around us, leading us in the right direction. So I think that, and this card signals like analysis paralysis, like overthinking something so much to the point that you're like literally paralyzed. So let's make the decision before then. So don't get paralyzed by, too much information coming in. My advice when I see this card is to maybe like get organized, get out of your head, get grounded. This can also mean like you have like imposter syndrome, maybe thinking like, I really don't know if I can execute on this, and what am I doing? Like, will I be successful? I mean, how can I be so sure? Like, I just see these doubts coming in, and honestly, they are all in your head. So don't tie yourself up and don't get stuck in them. Just try, when those thoughts come up, honestly, just try to take a breath and go back and look at all the little nods and winks that you've gotten from the universe and from your intuition regarding this path, and remind yourself that you've been led to where you're going, that you followed the energy there. And two, you know, seeing the Fool as the next major in the deck, I think the advice here, the clarifier, is that obviously this is new and you're going to be out of your comfort zone. That's for sure. So, you know, you have a choice there. You can say, you can kind of like own it and say, all right, I'm all in. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm going to give it everything I can. The universe will have my back on the rest, and I will be successful. You can just kind of say some affirmations to get your mind to that place, or dig up, you know, thoughts as to why, thoughts surrounding why you might have these like doubts and, you know, this overthinking. But I see it more as like doubts as your ability, as to your ability to execute. So maybe look at things that may have happened in the past where somebody's maybe doubted your work, or made you feel like you weren't good enough no matter what you did. Like thoughts like situations like that happen throughout our lives. I mean, God knows it's happened to me so many times in corporate America. And there's just so many unhealed people operating in that world, and dragging other people down to get ahead, and it's no good, which is why I'm doing this. So anyway, but just try to look at maybe where this is coming from. And it's like, maybe I'm thinking this way because others have always like cut me down and never, you know, maybe you've never felt truly supported by people before. So maybe just look at that a little bit to see if those thoughts are coming up, because those might be fueling this process here. But also too, you just need to believe in yourself, and you need to have that faith and that trust in the universe. The universe with the Fool, and then the Fool is card 0, and the Magician is card 1 in the major arcana. And you turn into the Magician once you, well, you're the Fool obviously, and then you turn into the Magician once you really learn to trust the universe and connect in and work with its energies to kind of build out and manifest like crazy. So we definitely want to move on to the Magician from the Fool here, and I think that we can do that by looking at what is prompting this 8 of Swords here. So this just might come up by the end of May, but don't worry. It looks like we're gonna make this big decision to change, and I think that that's what's prompting this. It's like decision made, and you're like, oh my God, please, 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 please. And don't say that. Say, this will work, not please, please, please. Like, I've got this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just those positive affirmations should help to kind of raise your vibration when you start to fall into this energy too. Let's see what else is in here. We have the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands and the 9 of Cups too. So, I mean, honestly, it looks like you're going to get the help you need financially if financial worries are a part of this. So don't worry there. I think you're going to have the support that you need there. Someone may be generous with you, or you may get like a loan approval, or, you know, just some kind of financial support or stability support that you need to move forward on this. And the Knight of Wands, I just see the energy kind of quickening and speeding up once the decision is made, because I think the universe is kind of waiting for you to make this decision. So once the decision is made, I see it's like the energy is like charge, you know, like running forward to tackle whatever this is for you. And it is an emotionally fulfilling pursuit. I mean, and this is the wish card, the 9 of Cups. So, you know, it looks like this is something maybe you've been wishing for a long time, this change, and to finally go down your own path and live in your own energy and do something like, perhaps this is like running your own business, maybe it's a creative business, but it is something where you have like a lot of autonomy and independence, and you're finally like taking the reins and taking charge of your life because it's something that aligns with your path. And it's not like the path everyone travels down. It's your own special, unique, beautiful path. So it is something definitely emotionally fulfilling. So we just need to kind of like close our eyes and take the leap, you guys. So amazing reading. 3 of Wands here on the bottom of the deck to me indicates that things are starting to come together in the vision, and we can really see where this all leads. So just get rid of these fears and doubts on your ability to execute, because the vision is beautiful, and it's like to the point where you can like see yourself in it on like a day-to-day basis. So that's how close you are to it. That's how connected you are into it. So if you feel any doubts, self-doubts come up, just get out of your head, take a walk, ground, say some positive affirmations. That would be my advice to you guys. So I hope this was helpful. I'm going to leave your reading here. Again, this is for May 2022. If you like this reading, I would love it if you hit the like button and subscribed and left some feedback. But yeah, I will see you in the next reading, I hope. So see you later, Pile 1. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You picked the Citrine, the double terminated Citrine, one of my faves. Oh, as I throw it. And the Fountain Tarot. So we are going to be looking at what is coming up for you in the month of May 2022. So I will go ahead and shuffle. So what is coming up for Pile 2 in the month of May 2022? What is coming up for Pile 2 in the month of May 2022? What is coming up for Pile 2 in the month of May 2022? Nails look pretty, but they get in the way sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to break this into 3 little piles here. We have the Chariot, the 3 of Swords, and the Magician. I'm sorry if you can hear construction noise. It looks like one of my neighbors is doing construction today. Had no idea. Okay, so let's get started. So sorry, my dog's going crazy now. The querent to you, Pile 2. We're going to do the Celtic cross. We have the 4 of Swords. Crossing the querent, we have the 6 of Wands. I never really got the imagery on that card in this deck. But we will go with it. Up in the querent's mind is the 5 of Wands. Just gonna lay this out a little differently here since we don't have any space. The basis of the situation is the 7 of Cups. The near future, Queen of Swords. Past, King of Swords. Querent's attitudes, 7 of Swords. The Fool in the environment. Let's move this up a little. We are lacking space here. In the hopes and fears, we have the 4 of Cups. And in the outcome, the Fountain. Ooh, that's an exclusive card for this deck. Wow. All right. That would be in the Major Arcana category. And we have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. Okay. Let's get into it, you guys. All right. So I'm seeing here that there was perhaps some work that we most recently did that allowed us, like, it's like a big chunk of like ticking, tying, data analysis, you know, making sure there's no information missing, just kind of like laying the groundwork on something. The King of Swords is very much like analytical and up in his mind. He's not really in his feels ever. But he's just like laser focused on details and information and organization. So it looks like there's a big burst of energy here more recently, I feel, that's allowed us to take a bit of a break. And we feel like maybe the sense of accomplishment of the work that we've done. But I still see that there's a little bit of some, it looks like internal conflict, or maybe just some energy that's not flowing like in alignment yet up in the mind. Maybe there's a few pieces of information you are still debating, but it just looks like maybe there's a little bit of, there's a few things left to consider and firm up. So that might be swirling around in the mind a little bit, but right now it looks like we could take a little bit of a breath and, you know, enjoy the fruits of our labor most recently. So also too, talking about, you know, things swirling around in the mind, we also have the Seven of Cups here as the basis of the situation, which is literally things swirling around in the mind, like opportunities. And it's an abundance of opportunities, maybe so much so that you might feel a little overwhelmed. You're just trying to get through and organize them so that you can evaluate them and see maybe what are pipe dreams, what are, you know, viable opportunities that may be really difficult and take a lot of energy, and then what are opportunities that are easiest to tackle, and you know, you can just do that, you know, right away. But there's just kind of like a lot, and maybe a lot that we're like excited about emotionally, that's recently come up, and we're just maybe even daydreaming about all of these opportunities or paths that have presented themselves, and maybe there's some internal conflict on what to do. I feel like we laid the groundwork in terms of like setting ourselves up to move forward, but we're still kind of debating maybe, you know, what to do here. Just a few more things left to tie down. And it's interesting to see, staying in the present, the Seven of Swords in attitudes, because it looks like there's something that maybe we're not being honest with ourselves about, or there is some shadow work that needs to be done. Oh my God. There's maybe some shadow work that needs to be done, but, or maybe we're just like not ready to share with others our plans to move forward on something, our next step, our next adventure. Maybe this is just something you're keeping close to the vest too. But if it's regarding, you know, stuff that you need to bring to light within yourself, maybe there's some information that you're not considering, and I feel like it has to do with like your skills and abilities in a good way. Maybe you're not fully recognizing your ability to execute on things, because I don't see you being like overly ambitious here. This is a cautious card, and she's cautious as well. So, you know, the Four of Swords, I feel like, are more cautious. Sometimes they can like shoot from the hip like the Wands, you know, it's very fast energy, but it's like more logical, it's less emotional. So, you know, I think that there's just some information that needs to be discovered within yourself, or you're just keeping things to yourself right now, not yet ready to share with the world. Maybe you want to get this stuff tied down and firmed up first. So in the environment is the Fool. So it looks like whatever you're planning here is a brand new opportunity. One in which you will feel like you kind of have to get your sea legs a bit. And, you know, you're going to be meeting maybe a lot of new people, maybe even going to a new place. You might even be moving. But, you know, the Fool is brand new everything. And the Fool does lack information and understanding regarding the environment that is coming up, right? Because he's new there. He doesn't know what's around every corner yet. He, she, whomever. So there's just some information that we don't have about the environment around us, and I think that that can be the source of some apprehension and some fear about moving forward. It looks like maybe you're the type of person that likes to have everything organized and planned out before you decide to move forward. And it looks like you might have to take a little bit of a leap of faith here in whatever you're planning to do. And that is okay. Maybe that's like this whole new chapter for you is learning to loosen up and flow with energy, connected more with your intuition, and learn to take a leap of faith here and there to see what kind of blessings can come in. Maybe to loosen up control so that, I mean, if you have control in a situation, sure, you can drive things to an end point in a way, in a sense, to a certain point. But if you leave things up to the universe, at least a small percentage, start there and grow, you will be surprised because the blessings will be more than you even ever imagined, things you didn't even plan for or think about. So obviously you don't want to go into a situation blindly. I would never advise that. So it looks like you've done a lot of planning here though, and you've laid the groundwork and you're pondering things and you're taking your time and being very careful and diligent, and that's good. But you know, maybe you might want to like take a leap of faith here. And I think if it is regarding to, if this is regarding feeling like maybe you're not recognizing your ability to execute so much, you know, like say you like are leaning on, sorry, I'm trying to explain this, I have all these images flowing in. You're leaning on like a plan, right? You're like, okay, I have made this plan, we're going to execute on it, and I feel confident in the plan. But you can feel confident in the plan, sure, but what's your confidence level within yourself? So what if the plan gets turned on its head? Are you able to land on your feet? You should be. And it looks like you need to acknowledge that you have that ability to really land on your feet and move forward regardless of how the plan kind of reveals itself. So, and again, that ties into taking a leap of faith here too. There's some element here, the universe is trying to say there's going to be a challenge to kind of get you to let go of control a little bit. And that might help open up the energy and allow you to make this decision here. And I do see you making the decision, the Queen of Swords here. You know, she is she is very, I feel like she's more introspective and observant. And she's always obviously thinking because she's swords. But I see you as maybe feeling like instead of needing to go out and like generate activity or get things rolling energetically, you may start to like relinquish a tiny bit of control, in a sense that maybe you'll become more receptive and less like active and directing things. So maybe you're going to just take a period to kind of like sit, like make this decision and sit and observe for a bit and see kind of what comes up, what the results look like, you know, in like the first few weeks or so. and kind of continue to make decisions based off of that information that's coming in. But this looks like an active plan that's like, we're like right in the middle of the plan right now. So you're kind of tying up some loose ends here, perhaps. And here in the hopes and fears, we have the Four of Cups. And I just feel like that your biggest fear is maybe being in a situation where you move forward on, you know, your decision and you end up not liking what you decided upon, not liking the path that you chose. And I see that that's a big worry here, and that might be what's prompting like all of this planning and seeking out information that you're missing, and maybe worrying too much about the plan and less about your ability to execute, and being confident in that. So don't worry about that. Let that just be a minor fear. You don't want to manifest that, but that is coming up as an indication here of something that you might be afraid of. And in the outcome, you have the Fountain, which is an exclusive card here in this deck. And that indicates that you're not going to make the wrong decisions. You are on a path towards like your highest good, towards a massive spiritual level up. And I think this level up has to do with like relinquishing control. So a lot of the swords to me feel like very kind of controlled energy. So it looks like the universe is asking you to take a leap of faith, which is terrifying for somebody who likes control and things to be controlled, and you know, any risks to be, you know, heavily mitigated before moving forward on anything. But that's your challenge right now. And I feel like you are going to start loosening up there. And this is, if you continue to kind of, to learn to work with the energy around you and stop being like so controlled, stop planning so much, the universe will bestow upon you a massive level up. And like, this is beyond the world. Like, the world is a level up. This is beyond the world. This is in the spiritual realm. This is like a spiritual awakening, a spiritual level up, feeling really deeply connected to spirit and to others and to the energies around you, like all is one type of energy here. So my advice to you is to try to find ways to loosen up and get out of that like wanting to control energy whenever it comes up, which I feel like might come up more often than not for you. So it is something it looks like you're contending with it though right now with this Five of Wands. It's something you have like this internal conflict about too. So just try your best. That's all you can do. And it looks like the universe has something very special planned for you, and special in a very good way, especially here with the magician here. You will learn to co-create with the universe instead of controlling. It's more like, you know, giving some of the power away to the universe and honoring what it brings to the table and presents to you as options and paths to accept as you move forward. So it's kind of like making decisions in real time as things come up, instead of having this like massive plan, you know. So it's kind of like learning to be flexible, but you're gonna have, if you do this level up, you're gonna have a massive ability to manifest. Like, it'll be a spiritual level up, spiritual awakening, and look, we have strength too. Oh my gosh, and the Tower. Wow. You guys, we have so many majors here coming after the Magician. So this looks like something that the universe is calling to you about, and getting rid of the fears, massive life change, and maybe even like a new definition of within yourself of who you are, like getting back to like who you are innately, like your own natural energy resonance. Like, I feel like the desire to plan and control things as a result of, you know, feeling like you have some third chakra work to do, right? Because ego is our protection, and it also can, like, if we have a fear about doing something, or we feel like we're not good enough or unable to execute, we're going to overplan. So that's definitely going to help you work out any third chakra issues, and it's going to help clear away any of those self-doubts that you have, or doubts about you know, safety, security, and, you know, having everything you need in the future. It's going to help clear away those blockages. So that would be more first chakra work. Get rid of those fears. And I see like this spiritual level up, like really dipping into subconscious energy. You have the moon in both of these cards. So you guys, you have something really major coming up here for you. And it's a big challenge from the universe, but it's one that is life-changing, and it's learning to relinquish control. And it looks like it's kind of all coming to a head in the month of May, so maybe you felt this for some time. So with all that said, you guys, I'm going to leave your reading here. Feel free to comment. I would love to see your comments if it resonated. Hit the like button if it resonated, that would be great. Hit subscribe so you can get the new readings as they come out. I plan to do them every week. And I also do book private readings too. All that information is in the description. So, all right, pile 2, I hope this was helpful. I wish you all the best. This looks incredible. I'm like flabbergasted by this massive spiritual level up, spiritual awakening, ascension that is right at your doorstep here. So all the best with that. Please let me know how it goes. This is like crazy. I'm super intrigued. So anyway, you guys, I will leave it here, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You selected the double terminated amethyst here, so pretty, and the Serpentfire tarot. So we are going to be looking at what is coming up for you in the month of May 2022, and I'm going to do the Celtic cross. I'm going to quickly just shuffle here on camera. So what is coming up for pile 3 in the month of May 2022? What is coming up for pile 3 in the month of May 2022? What is coming up for pile 3 in the month of May 2022? All right, you guys, let's get started. So the querent, we have the 4 of Pentacles. I'm going to do a slightly different layout formation here because we don't have a lot of space. Crossing the querent, so things working in querent's favor, or obstacles would be King of Cups. Ace of Wands up in the querent's mind. Page of Wands, basis of the situation. Near future, 2 of Cups. Past, the Tower. Okay, like, do we all fit here? Yes. Attitudes, 5 of Pentacles. The Devil in the environment. Temperance, hopes and fears. And the Emperor in the outcome. Well, well, well. Oh, and then the High Priestess is right after that. And the Star. Okay. And the Nine of Cups. Awesome. And then the bottom of the deck is Ace of Pentacles. Okay, you guys. Wow. Look at this. So, let's see. Okay, so honestly, I feel like this is about a relationship, and it looks like some, coming from the past, like there was some like major change, like perhaps a big breakup with this person or a certain person, you know, kind of like earth-shattering, life-changing event that maybe wasn't the most comfortable energy to work through. And maybe it was a change that needed to happen in order to spur new growth in you and the other person. Page of Wands here. It looks like there's this desire maybe to reach out and connect with somebody. You know, the Page of Wands is a fire, resonates with the element of fire, and it's all about kind of like chasing down passions and getting, you know, getting yourself out there and getting energy and movement and exploring. So I feel like there's like this want to kind of send out like a little signal or a little message to somebody. Perhaps it's relating to this situation, because I feel like it's something, you know, it's a situation that you're like where you're in separation at the moment. Let's see, we have the King of Cups here crossing the Four of Pentacles. So it's like, I feel like you're in your safe little bubble right now, but your safe little bubble might feel lonely. And it looks like maybe this energy of romance is coming in and kind of nudging you. It could be from the universe. It could be, you know, maybe you have a telepathic connection with this other person. It looks like something that is like really major and spiritual here with the amount of major arcana. So, but you are getting like little nudges and like, you know, nods from the universe to maybe start to have like get some of that energy and movement in regard to like moving forward in romance and like opening up again. You know, the Four of Pentacles can be like very closed off. It's very stable, right? You're safe and secure in your little bubble, but you're not growing in your bubble. And so there's like this little nudge to kind of like get back out there again. And I can see this like wantingness to reach out. So it's either reaching out to a person or if this is in regard to like a situation where you might be in separation, this could just be you feeling like lonely and not really, you know, engaged or interested in anybody at the moment. But so either you're in separation or you're just like not feeling very connected in the romantic sense to anybody at the moment. But there's like this little bit of an urge to kind of put yourself out there and send out like a test balloon or a message. So maybe like sign up for a dating profile or send somebody a message, but there's definitely you getting information out. And the Ace of Wands is up in the mind. So yeah, it is a new beginning here, and it's a new beginning fueled by passion. So, you know, we're going to light some of this earth on fire and kind of get some energy and some movement there. And perhaps like you're ready to go. You know, maybe this King of Cups energy just, it's just so damn enticing, and it's, you know, you're like, you know what, I'm ready, it's time. You've kind of repaired yourself from whatever this situation was. Maybe it was a really bad breakup, and you've done the healing that's required. And so maybe you're just like, all right, okay, yeah, this is something I can get excited about right now. So I just see new energy being kind of, again, here with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, kind of pushing new energy into a new endeavor, a new, not going to say new path, but a new endeavor maybe in regard to dating. And let's see, we have the Five of Pentacles again. So we feel like, you know, not really connected into anybody. Maybe you're in separation with someone at the moment and you're thinking about, you know, reconciling with them, rekindling something. You just maybe feel cut off from them. Maybe you cut yourself off. Maybe they blocked you. I'm not sure. But it just looks like you feel like maybe you feel left out in the cold, because it's typically what this card signifies, is a feeling of left out in the cold, and it is in your attitude. So, you know, maybe you're wondering like, will this person respond to me? Or maybe because you're just not meeting anybody, you're feeling like, ugh, what are my prospects? I cannot meet anybody in the wild. And maybe that's why you're looking at jumping into online dating or something like that. And the Devil here. So I think there are some fears here surrounding you, surrounding dating. Maybe it's like triggers related to this past situation. Like, I feel like you've healed for the most part, but maybe there's just a few things left lingering that would be blocking you from maybe establishing a new, fresh connection with somebody. So maybe just some old energy you have to clear out that's kind of floating around in the environment around you and within. And we have the Two of Cups here in the near future. So I feel like you will be meeting somebody very soon. So either a reconnection with the person you're in separation with is coming up, or you will be going on a date with somebody new. So, you know, it could be either one. Obviously, it's going to be one way for some of you and the other way for the rest. But the Two of Cups is generally a good card to see. Very happy and feeling like, oh, wow, I actually can connect with somebody here. So maybe there was some growth. If this is the separation situation, you know, there's been enough growth between the two of you, well, each of you separately. And you can kind of come back together in a healthy way. Or you're just going to meet somebody that you're like, wow, I'm actually dialed into this person and they're dialed into me, and this seems like a good prospect. So I see like some good dates coming up, or maybe some good news coming in, or just some good energy surrounding love and emotions, like feeling a little bit better, like getting out of this energy here of the 4 and 5 of Pentacles. And we have Temperance in the hopes and fears. And I think that what that is you're hoping to find something like balanced. Maybe in the past you were the type of person that gave more than you received, and that's never fun. I've been there, and it's hard work to learn how to not do that. I mean, I still do that, but we're always a work in progress. We are never fully healed. So, but I just see that you're like hoping for something like really balanced. And, you know, maybe somebody that has worked on their shit, like you've worked on their stuff, like you worked on your stuff, and you guys can kind of both come to the table as equals. And maybe it's even like a relationship that's like more healing to both of you, something that offers like stability, and, you know, it brings joy and relaxation, and not so much like drama. It's more like of a nice, slow, healthy experience. And in the outcome, I have the Emperor here. So I feel like you're going to feel more in control about this situation, maybe feel a little bit better about things, you know, by the end of the month. Feeling like you've got, you know, your sea legs all figured out and you've taken the reins on this new path, and maybe it's just not so daunting. I feel like right now it maybe feels like, ugh, it's so much work and I don't want to get out dating again, because dating, yeah, it can be exhausting. can be not so fun. You gotta kiss a lot of frogs. But I just see like you're gonna meet this person and maybe just feel like, okay, things are getting better, and I feel like more established and, you know, more control, and maybe like some structures coming back in around that situation. And we have the High Priestess here and the Star. So, you know, you have this like divine masculine energy of, you know, feeling like, I almost want to say clarity, because he like is very straightforward and to the point. And, you know, there's not like a lot of guessing with that energy there. So maybe you're going to feel like this person that you're connecting with keeps you like in a healthy frame of mind where you're not constantly guessing what the other person is doing and, you know, what their intentions are. Like, it's just going to be very clear, and you're going to feel like it's a good, healthy, controlled situation, controlled in a good way. Like, you know, no real like wild cards that are going to like throw you off and break your heart and upset you. You'll be feeling that way. So, and we have a High Priestess here too. So I see like also maybe feeling like at a subconscious level, maybe more dialed into this person. And maybe you might have like a psychic connection with them. So, you know, if this is like a rekindling, this person has worked on their stuff, you've worked on your stuff, and things can move forward in a healthy way. Or if it's like a new person, this person has worked on their stuff and they're a very good option for you. It's going to feel like much more mature and steady, stable type of relationship that is kind of blooming. Also one that, you know, makes you feel like more open and more receptive, and there's like a good balance between male, female energy. And also too, it's gonna make you feel kind of really connected in, dialed in, and like this is like something really, really good. Like something maybe you've been looking for a long time, that maybe seemed unreachable at a certain point in time. And you might just start to, like, that's gonna start to unfold, and you're gonna start to realize that maybe, whether it's rekindling or a new situation, that this is something that has potential for the long haul, and it's like a healing relationship. And yeah, I just see it as being awesome. To be plain and simple about it, this looks really good. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles here. So new offering of stability. I feel like this has the potential to go a long way. But you gotta water that seed, right? So if this is something that you want, it has the potential to grow into something really, really good and something that's very stable. And we also have Strength here and the Three of Cups. So very enjoyable and something that makes you feel strong, and like you can continue to be in your power. I see there's like a balance of power here with the two cats. So you guys might play well off of each other, but there definitely is like a balance here. So it's not like one person giving too much and, you know, the other not giving at all. It's like an equal exchange of energy. So that's exciting too, and that's pretty indicative of a mature relationship as well. And again, what came up next in the deck was the Nine of Cups, which looks like something that's very emotionally fulfilling, and it's also the Wish card. So maybe this is something you've been wishing for and manifesting. Okay, you guys, so pile 3, this looks amazing. I hope you enjoyed what's coming up in May. If this resonated for you, please, I would love it if you left a comment. Let me know how it all unfolds, because I don't know, I'm just putting this out there. And if you like this reading, also please hit the like button and subscribe. I plan to put one of these out every week, maybe more sometimes when I have time to do so. But yeah, and also too, if you want to schedule a private reading, I do offer those. All the information is down in the description. So I will leave it there. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, weekend, whatever it is there. at the time of seeing this reading. It is timeless, by the way. And I will see you next time. Bye.